This chapter introduced a couple of new characters. So we've got uh Uchi Mano, who is probably definitely a mink, so like a cow. Maybe it could be a Zoan, but it's probably a mink. Next we've got uh, Aharu, who who's Bello Betty's subordinate, but she has like kind of a robot arm, which is really interesting because Oda has like um whenever someone loses his arm, it's always their left arm, and she has like this sort of she looks like she's gonna fire it like a laser beam kind of sort of thing. Next we've got Gamble, um, who kind of looks like an egg, and he's having this bet with the other guy, Jaron. So he's saying, I wager if it's an enemy who's in. And then Jaron saying, I'll put in $1 million. He does that he does that while um eating the binoculars because he knows it's Sabo. And then yeah, he says, "Oh, I know it's Sabo," but yeah, he's eating the binoculars to get rid of the evidence. So if you watch the anime like me, you actually don't know who this person is. I actually forgot who she was, but there was this kind of cover story where she kind of met Ace and everything, and they had this sort of thing. So that's actually really interesting how that's a continuation of Ace meeting with her. Sorry, Sabo meeting with her because she's with Ace. And so this is really interesting at the end when the two original members talk to Sabo. It's really funny because Sabo had to fight two admirals, and then suddenly Kuma just went straight past. Um, the what I was really surprised about was Admiral T-Bone was killed. I very much doubt this guy, especially the old man, actually killed him. I'm pretty sure T-Bone, because if you know anything about him, he was gonna give his life to actually help citizens. So he's a really morally good guy. I don't think this guy's crying because I think maybe like he actually did let himself get killed so the guy could be supported by his starving family, or he just pretended he was killed so that he could support the starving family, because that's something T-Bone would do. Buggy, to credit, is actually a really smart idea. It's probably Crocodile's idea, to be honest. That you get people, if they claim the bounty, then they'll be in trouble from world government, so they have to join the buggy parts, which means that you're gaining more people while hunting down on the enemies. So kind of like a flow. Talking about Buggy's really been impressive. He's talking about what he actually really wants to do in this series, and he could be contender. Every time Luffy says he's going to become the Pirate King, I believe him. But when Buggy says I'm going to become the Pirate King, I also believe him because I don't know. He just seems, maybe you'll get it like second place or something, like it was the second Pirate King or something. But it's really funny of seeing both Crocodile and Mihawk getting really angry because they know they can't do anything. The crew is completely loyal. They're not going to turn against Bucky no matter what. It's an extremely loyal crew. Overall, it's a great chapter. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.